Hello and welcome back to the Style Stories podcast with me, your host, personal stylist Lisa Gilby. And this week we've got a Christmas special. I've invited back onto the podcast Keira from Scott Samuel. So it's Keira Scott Samuel. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and talk Christmas.
Back again, Christmas special. Yes, we did have Keira on earlier in the year to talk about her amazing accessories brand, Scott Samuel. And this time we're talking Christmas traditions, outfits and trends. And this actual episode is a shoppable episode. It's a shoppable podcast. So what we've done is we've collaborated and we have created a few looks using Keira's accessories, and I've pulled together a few outfits that would go from the office to a party or just, kitchen drinks with the neighbours, dinners, like that kind of thing. So put a few looks together and there'll be links to those looks in the show notes, and I'm going to go through those a bit later in the podcast. But before we dive into all of that, could you just give us a quick introduction? I know you've been on before, but if you could give us a bit of background as to how you started your business.
So I am Instagram as Keira Scott Samuel, which is kind of like a style account where I share my outfits. And I'm also have my business, which is Scott Samuel. So I started, the Scott Samuel came from my style account. I previously had a baby brand for 13 years. And when things sort of started to go downhill for that, I'd been sharing my outfits on Instagram, and the accessories kind of thing was just a natural progression from that. One of my friends suggested it, and at first I thought no, and then actually she planted the seed and it all kind of grew from there. And I've always been like obsessed with bags accessories, so it made total sense.
Yeah, and I met you recently in real life.
Yay, in real life
as well, at an event, which I'm going to ask you about. So what have you been up to recently? Have you done any? That event was fantastic.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? So to tell you what we did, so there was three small brands, myself, Joe at the Cotswold Shed, and Helen at Disco Kids. And I've actually known Helen for over 25 years, so we are like real friends, good friends. Joe is a newer friend. We've all got businesses, and what we really wanted to do was to put on an event for influence, kind of like a press day for influencers, to get us, as much coverage as possible for our autumn winter collections. And this kind of thing happens a lot, mostly in London, mostly big brands. But we are all in Birmingham or near Birmingham, and we knew it was going to be here, but we knew it was going to have to be something special to get people to travel to us, as well as sort of having all the local influencers as well. So we put on we had the most amazing venue. It was pretty special, wasn't it?
It was really cool, yeah.
It's like a big converted old factory, and there's a Banksy in it. It's an amazing space. And we had a catwalk. So Helen used to be a DJ, so we knew there was going to be music as part of it. So Helen was DJing, and we had everybody else DJing as well, another friend. We had a catwalk. A lot of influencers were the models. It was just amazing. It was so good.
It was really
everyone. So there was a lot of love in the room, wasn't there? A lot of support. People had come a long way. Everyone to buy a drinks brand. We had like cocktails. It was just like a real like party, happy atmosphere, and it was really, really lovely. We all got a lot from it and got a lot of feedback, and it was really nice to put Birmingham on the map.
Yeah, it was such a great venue, but it's so nice to meet people in real life as well.
It is. I think that's the thing. And we knew a lot of people wouldn't travel from London because there's events all the time and they're invited to things left, right, centre. But the people who counted travelled. And I think that people who we really had a connection with or who meant something to us, and that really, it was really nice. And people brought like their husbands, not to the event, but and then stayed over for the weekend in Birmingham, which was actually really nice too.
Oh, that's lovely. I made a whole weekend
away.
But I think the most important thing I took from it as well was the small businesses supporting other small businesses.
Yeah. And we had all the goodie bag content had been donated mostly by other small brands as well. So, and it was, there was a lot.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is what I want to do with the outfits and why, I've invited you back on as well, because you're a small business. I'm a small business.
Yeah.
The outfits I'm going to be recommending mostly from small businesses.
That's fab.
Shed, Disco Kids is on there as well. I've worn Disco Kids for years. That's the first time I'd met Helen. So I'll talk more about this. Yeah, Exactly. So I'll talk more about this in a while, in a few minutes. But I just want to get into sort of more Christmassy stuff now.
Yeah,
Do you love Christmas, Keira? Are you a Christmas
I do love
fan?
Christmas. I do love Christmas.
I
I,
do. I'm Christmas lease. I'm practically the fairy at the top of the tree. I literally love it. And the build up is the best bit.
yeah, the build up. Yeah, I don't care about like 7 weeks or whatever till Christmas, because for me, December is just all full of joy, isn't it? Really, although it's very busy work wise, it is still, yeah.
It is full of joy, sparkle, all the lights. Regent Street in London is looking absolutely incredible with all the angel lights that they've got up, angel wing lights. It looks stunning. Everywhere you go, it just is a bit of a lift. And I know what you're going to tell me, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you dress up or down? What is your festive style? It seems a bit silly now. I know you're definitely a dresser upper. You've
I
got to
am a
be.
dresser upper, but I also like to mix it up. So sometimes I will be like all out, but a lot of the time I will mix my dressy pieces with my not so dressy pieces to make them a bit more everyday. So I mean, like I'll wear velvet all throughout the winter, and I quite like just like velvet trousers with a jumper, just if it's a normal day in December. But then I mean, I've got my sequin cape on now, just with a polo neck underneath and with jeans, and I love that. I love that kind of, that you can, that mixing it up. I do also like to be, really, really dressed up as well. But I just probably don't get as many opportunities to go all out with it.
No, I mean, I had a client actually yesterday, an online client, interesting. We were going through her wardrobe and she pulled out this velvet jacket, velvet blazer, and she said, obviously this is just for Christmas. And I was like, okay, now hang on, stop. What do you mean? Obviously that's just for Christmas. This is a really lovely tailored black velvet jacket.
Yeah.
I think it's very much a British mentality, that kind
Yeah.
of, you only dress up at special
And
occasions.
sequins as well. I have the same thing. I think people are in that mindset. Although I do feel like it's changing a little bit. And I see like more now people wearing sequins in the summer, which would have always been like an alien thing to do. Yeah, absolutely. A velvet blazer is like, it's an absolute classic, isn't it? I've worn, it's a nice winter jacket.
Absolutely. And Mango have got this amazing strawberry coloured one at the moment that I've spotted. And it's a whole suit, actually. It's strawberry velvet trousers and jacket.
Oh,
I think that it just sounds perfect. But I've actually also got my cape on, which is, from anyone watching on YouTube can see us. We're in matching capes. Well, not matching, like Kira's got the burgundy one. I've
yeah,
got the
a
gold,
slightly different pattern as well.
the gold and black one. But like you say, this is what I love. You can wear jeans. I have got my leopard print jeans on from Cotswold Shed today as well.
Oh, they're my faves too.
I love those. You can be wearing jeans and a t-shirt, right? Simple, day to day, trainers, even boots,
Yeah,
whatever. Throw on one of these capes
totally
and
dress it up. Yeah.
you just are
So I
dressed.
love them as well over a blazer, which is like, it gives it a
Oh,
completely different look, but it gives you a bit more sort of structure to your shoulders, but it also makes it almost look like a statement jacket or a party jacket. If you're gonna be out and you need a bit more layers.
that's a really good idea. You could put it over a velvet jacket, Kira.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I wear them in the summer over denim jackets or kind of khaki jackets for festivals, and then in the winter over a blazer. Definitely. For anyone who's listening, we should probably describe what the capes are. So they're
Let's
little sort of cropped capes, sequins and beading on. And Lisa's is black with gold on. And one I'm wearing is burgundy with burgundy sequins on. And I've got silver ones. I've got plain black. In fact, I've got the black one here. These are new ones with fringing on the bottom.
Oh,
Ooh, I
fabulous.
like a bit of fringing. They're ponchos. But they just add a little bit of something extra. So they're great. They're a great, easy way to dress up.
Very easy throw on way to dress up. I think you could wear these anywhere. I keep referring to the lady yesterday because she's fresh in my mind, and we did an online session, and she lives out in the country. And she said it because she used to live in London, and she feels like it's just so different, and people don't dress up,
Yeah.
anywhere near as much in the countryside. But I think there are ways you can do it if you're someone that
Yeah.
enjoys. This kind of cape is something where you wouldn't feel completely head to toe over
Yeah.
the top.
You could put it over a chunky knit and, you know, and some nice yeah, I wore mine with like tweed trousers and the polar neck for an event last week, and it just kind of really made it a bit more understated, but, you know,
Yes.
a nice way to do daytime sequins.
Yes, nothing wrong with daytime sequins. Sequins are not just for Christmas, definitely not. I think their sequin pencil skirts are sort of almost a staple now. I see those all the
Yeah.
time. And actually, when we went to your event recently, there were a lot of sequin
Yeah,
skirts in
yeah,
that room.
yeah. Yeah, Joe's got an amazing red one at the Cotswold Shed, red sequins, which is fabulous.
That was on the catwalk, wasn't it? I
Yeah,
think Rachel was wearing that red
yeah,
sequined
she was. Yeah,
pencil skirt on the catwalk. So anyone listening, do check out that. That's at the Cotswold Shed. It's really, really cute
yeah.
pencil skirt.
And I think they look great. Those skirts look great with a big oversized knit as well, 'cause especially if they're like a pencil skirt, because you've got like the different sort of silhouette.
Yeah. What if you work in an office? What would you wear? How could you do the desk to, even with this cape, you could do desk to dinner.
Yeah,
But
well, you could always add it later. I think they look nice with a white shirt underneath as well, just a
right,
plain shirt.
explained though, like you could wear a pair of tailored tweed trousers to the
Yeah,
office with a polo neck. In the evening, you throw on the sequin cape.
yeah,
Job
easy.
done.
Easy. Or change your bag, you know, change your daytime work bag for a little sparkly bag, and sort of add interest that way.
Yes, definitely. We're going to look at some of your sparkly bags in a minute. I just want to know, first of all, because I'm interested, I'm nosy about what other people do at Christmas. So do you have any kind of one that we have is we always have a bagel with smoked salmon and cream cheese in the
Oh,
morning. It's kind of presents and then that.
yeah.
I think that's the only tradition we really have. Otherwise, it's go with the flow. What about you?
What traditions for on the day, how we
On the
do
day,
it.
on the day.
So our Christmases vary year to year because my big two will either be with their dad, they'll either wake up with their dad or they'll wake up at ours. It is very different. Well, I say it's very different. It's not, it's just it has a different vibe with or without them, because it's either three children or one. Daisy's always, regardless, the kind of centre of attention. She's my youngest, she's 5. We tend to get up early. And go and sit round and open presents, have breakfast after that, you know, with
Yes.
lots of chocolate in between. And
Yes.
then the children will either, if they're not there and haven't been there with us in the morning, they'll arrive at sort of midday, and then we'll have Christmas lunch in the afternoon. If they have been there, we'll kind of make the most and have probably more of a special breakfast, because that's the meal with them that day. So it does kind of vary year to year. It just makes sense for us to be here rather than having to travel anywhere on Christmas Day. Really quietish day at home, but I do
Sounds
love it.
perfect. Sounds very nice to me.
Mhm.
So I was gonna move on to trends as well before we talk about the outfits that we've put together and see some of the bags that you've got, the fabulous bags. What trends are you loving this year? What trends have you spotted last year? It was silver
So
trousers
yeah, last year
everywhere.
silver trousers was definitely a big one. I mean, it's a funny thing with Christmas and trends, because I feel like it's a lot of the same things again and again, which is good, and it's great news, because you don't want to be, you know, replacing Christmas outfits each year. You can give them a little tweak or style them differently to make it look or feel differently. There's a lot of velvet round, but I feel like there's always a lot of velvet. I've definitely seen a lot of velvet suits though, and I don't know whether that was as noticeable the last few years. Lace skirts, but I think that's not even necessarily a Christmas thing. That's been on from the summer. There was a lot of white lace skirts around, wasn't there? And then sort of mesh. It's moved on to mesh skirts, lace skirts, but in darker colours. Sequins are
Mesh
just,
is a big one. Mesh is, I've noticed that that's everywhere. The
yeah,
see-throughs, the really transparent skirts. So a real kind of look is a blazer with a transparent skirt
yeah,
underneath.
yeah. Yeah, and I've got a meshy kind of dress that I've had for about 10 years. I'm like, oh, this works again.
Oh, it's back in, get it out.
Back in fashion by mistake. I don't know. I feel like the sequin skirts, like I've seen a lot of sequin skirts and I've seen some with fringing. I've bought my biggest bargain was that I bought a sequin fringed silver skirt but I bought it in lockdown when nobody was obviously buying any sequins because no one was going
Yeah.
anywhere. It was £5 at H&M. Oh my God, I wear it every year. I wear it in the summer for festivals. I wear it in the, you know, I would just wear it. It's my dressing up skirt. But people always ask me where it's from. And then this year I've noticed there's quite a lot of those kind of skirts around. But I feel like the sequin skirts come out, at this time of year, don't they? So I don't know whether that's a trend, or it's just, the time
Yeah,
of year.
I think they've been updated a bit. The pencil skirts have been around, but like you say, the fringing is definitely something.
Yeah.
But you also got fringing, which is
Yeah,
perfect.
mine's got fringing. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
literally on trend.
bows. That's the other thing that I have seen quite a few of, like little jackets with sequin jackets with big bows on the front. And I know
Yeah.
that Joe has got a few of those as well, Cotswold Shed. There's definitely, that's a trend at the moment that I have noticed across a few different places.
Oh, I'll have to check those out at Cotswold
Mm,
Shed. They're actually really cute. So
they're
sequins,
really cute. And
sequin jackets with literally with big statement bows
yeah,
down.
that's it. Yeah. Like almost to fasten them in place of buttons. And I think they look really nice with jeans. So that, again, that's if you were going to the office, if you can wear jeans to the office, or just with a plain sort of like wide leg trouser or high waisted trouser, something like that is a nice way to kind of sit down a bit.
I think that's really, really cute as well, because it's quite smart as well. So if you're someone that is, usually quite classic,
Yeah,
or you work in an office like that, one of these jackets with the bow, the ties at the front is going to work really, really well.
yeah,
And you can throw
definitely.
it over your shirt even at the end of the day, just to dress up. But I think they're really versatile for
Yeah,
loads of parties and everything going forward as
yeah.
well. So I was going to talk now. We've done, like I said right at the beginning, we have created some looks together using some of Kira's amazing statement bags and accessories that she's got. Now, I'm just going to talk through a few of the looks, but I think you're going to grab a bag.
I'm like surrounded by bags.
Yeah, surrounded by bags. So if you are listening to this podcast, you're not watching, you can always go over to my YouTube channel, which is Lisa Gilby Style Consultancy, and you can see the bags that Kira's going to be holding up. But don't worry, you don't have to do that, because it's going to be on my blog as well, and I'm going to put the links to that underneath the show notes here. So after you've listened to this podcast, you can just head straight over to the blog and you can shop directly from. So we've got a sparkly jumpsuit, a really gorgeous sparkly jumpsuit from Disco Kids. I'm wearing a Disco Kids t-shirt at the moment. They do amazing things like t-shirts with glitter balls on them, t-shirts that just say disco, atomic. The one I'm wearing says funked up. It's just a bit of fun. They cut really nicely. And there's a sparkly jumpsuit from Disco Kids that's in my first look. Some great sparkly mules from Zara. And you've got one of your crystal
Crystal
bags.
bags, yeah. So these are like they're almost little bucket bags. They've got like a firm base and they've got little
Yeah.
feet. They also have a main strap as well. So they're basically, if you're listening and not watching, they're covered in crystals. So they're total bling. This is
Yeah.
the silver one, but it also comes in gold as well.
And how much are those?
I think they're £42.
42. Yeah, which is a really good price. And they come in, you can get either the silvery one or the
Yeah,
gold. You've got a
yeah,
gold crystal bag as well.
yeah,
This is a very on trend shape as well. And even if you're someone that doesn't really like doing Christmas style, because I know a lot of people don't, they're just like, it's not for me. I'm more of a classic dresser, or,
yeah.
I like wearing my jeans and my boots. You could just get
Just
a
add
bag.
it. Yeah, you could absolutely to it,
Get a
like a
bag.
knitted dress or something like that. That would just really kind of make a little
Yeah,
difference, wouldn't it?
exactly. Knitted dress, little sparkly bag, and you are looking festive, ready for the night ahead. So that's what I love them for, and they're gorgeous. You've also got some sequin bags as
So
well.
I've got some sequin bags. I've really upped my party bag game this year.
Yes.
So this is my favourite colour. It's kind of, they said grey, and I'm like, that's not. It's like a greeny grey. Yeah, it's like but it's kind of bluey greeny grey. It's got a little sort of jewelled clasp. It's got the option again of a little chain strap.
I
So
love
this
it.
comes in this colour. It comes in, sorry, I haven't opened this one from the packet. It comes in a rose gold, and then there's a pink sequin as well.
Amazing. That is really, really cute. So they would go beautifully, and they're like a purse shape, sequin purse. And
Yeah.
I've got in my next look that you're going to see in my blog, a really lovely black tuxedo jacket, which is really elegant and chic. I recommend those. You can wear those again all year round with jeans. That just
Yeah,
elevates a pair of jeans. Sparkly bag, maybe some sparkly dangly earrings.
yeah,
You're ready to go.
absolutely.
Really simple. The next look I've got as well is I've got a velvet blazer, because we've talked about
Yeah,
velvet
love it.
blazers. And also I wanted to mention, as a trend, and some people might think it's a bit out there, but ankle socks with shoes.
I love. I do. I think some people get a little bit scared by socks and sandals,
Yes.
but it's definitely a bit edgy, but it needn't be. And there are ways that you can do it that will kind of ease you in gently. Like a sparkly sock in gold, for example, or if you like, I've got kind of taupe sparkly socks or sand coloured sparkly socks, which are kind of if they're close to your skin colour, aren't as sort of dramatic a difference. There's also some really nice kind of sheer tulle ones, and I really love the black ones, black checked ones. I just think they look fab. They look really good.
I think it looks great. It's a real on-trend thing. I think a way to do it as well could be to match the socks to your dress, and then it's a bit
Absolutely.
more of this kind of tonal look. I think that would work nicely. You know, don't have it jarring. You know,
Yeah,
maybe have everything in the same tone of colour. So if
yeah,
you've got a burgundy dress, go for a burgundy sock, burgundy shoe, but like a nice sheer tulle, you know, see-through, almost like a tight but a sock. So
yeah,
it's, you know, see-through, but it's a really cute look, and it looks nice with jeans under jeans as
yeah.
well.
Or a slightly cropped trouser, it works with, and also it means you don't get cold feet.
And you don't get, exactly, you don't get cold feet, and don't worry about your toes poking out of the shoe, of the sandal at the end either, with a sock on it. Some people think that's weird, you know, that you shouldn't
What you
wear.
mean, a covered?
Yeah, so have your sock on. People think you shouldn't then have like an open toe sandal
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
a sock. But that is kind of the thing. That's sort
Yeah.
of,
I think it's just what we've been conditioned, for many years. You didn't have socks on show. If you wore socks with your trainers, they were trainer socks hidden. But it's all completely different now, isn't it, really? And you're almost wearing them to be seen. Got some fab ones that I love, and I always get compliments when I wear them. They're stripy, sparkly ones. So they're either gold and black or silver and black. And I just think that they look great. They really make a difference and they look great. And I always get compliments on them when I wear them. It just adds a little something extra to your outfit.
I think it really does. It is a bit quirky. You know, I have got a bit of a quirky sense of style. So for me, I would wear them. But it took me a while to get
Yeah.
brave to do it, because I just thought, you know, are people going to kind of laugh? But I actually wore them on. I wore a pair of sparkly socks to a party I was at on Saturday with a black lace dress. I got so many compliments
Yeah.
from women. I
Yeah.
think the men might not understand it, but it doesn't matter. It's, you know,
That's
I like,
okay. We don't understand them.
exactly, so it's fine. Let's not worry about that. And then the last look I've got is, but if you've got any other bags or anything you
I've
want to
got,
show
yeah,
us,
I'll take you through them all once you've done your
yeah,
look if you want
definitely.
me.
I've got this again, the little, you know, sequin jacket that we've spoken about with some bows down the
Yeah.
front from Cotswold Shed, and some sparkly mules from Zara, which are a great price. They're like 40 quid. They're gorgeous little slip-on sparkly mules. Black tailored trousers because it's a bit more elevated. And then one of your necklaces, you've got this chunky kind of pearl necklace with a big
Oh,
chunky
yeah. Oh, I
heart.
haven't brought it with me. Yes.
Yes, but it's fine. They can sell it on the blog.
Two thick strands of pearls with a heart pendant, a chunky heart pendant that can be worn on or off, and they can be layered as two strands of pearls, or one can be removed and you can wear them as a single. So it's really versatile.
Well, that's really versatile. But what I talk about a lot on the podcast as well is just that, you know, to pay attention to details like that.
Yeah,
So having these accessories, again, that necklace on its own could totally elevate and change
absolutely. Yeah,
an
yeah.
outfit, couldn't it? So it's definitely worth having a few of those bits in your wardrobe. So now Kira's going to show us a few of her other bags that she's got
Yeah.
for the festive season on Christmas special edition.
So if sparkly is not your thing, there's a few. I've got this little box bag, which is like a really little clutch. I do like these. They always kind of remind me of vintage bags. That's really cute. That's kind of like a pewtery colour. So I think
Yeah.
it's got silver on it as well. But I'm not worried too much about mixing metals colours. I would wear gold and silver together.
Yeah, the necklace I'm wearing is silver and gold. I
Yeah,
mix
yeah.
metals all the time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I always wear my gold jewelry regardless of whether I'm wearing like silver, my clothing or bags or whatever.
Yeah.
This one is a little, it's a leather bag. It's called the top handle bag. It can be worn as a clutch with the handle like this, or it's got removable straps as well. And that one's pewter, but I've also got that in silver and gold. And that is a bag that I actually use loads. It's great if you're going away for the weekend and you only want to take one bag, but it'll kind of take you day to night with as a crossbody.
It's still really glam.
Clutch. I think if I'm wearing sequins on my body, I don't really want like a sequin bag or a really sparkly bag. I think I choose to have my sparkle in one place. If that
Just one focal point of sparkle.
Yeah. So I've got a woven bag as well, which is a leather bag. This is in gold, but it also comes in silver. And again, that's got a crossbody strap. That's quite a bit of a bigger size if you want to be able to take more with you. And again, that's a good day to night one if you were going away overnight and going to be.
It's actually another trend, I would say. Woven bags is another.
Oh God!
Don't forget, you can watch this on YouTube. But I record my podcast in my office, and I've got my cat trying to get in behind the screen, and all sorts of stuff going on here. But that was a really fun Christmas edition, and I hope it brought lots and lots of inspiration to people listening for their Christmas outfits this year, to be maybe to use things that are already in your wardrobe but just add some quirk to it with a sandal, or add some accessories, add a sparkly bag. And you can shop the pod as well. I'm going to put all the links in the show notes, and we'll put links to Scott Samuel as well, so you can shop Keira's amazing website. Thank you so much, Keira.
Thank you for having me. Lovely to chat.
And have a great Christmas. It's a bit early for that.
You too. I know I'm not ready to say Happy Christmas yet.
Let's not say that yet. It's too early. Enjoy the run up.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks.
Bye.